We're here for the next episode of Tell Me a Story, and today we're going to be doing a story about three good friends, just like these three good friends. So guys, introduce yourselves, say hi to everybody on the other side of the screen. Dom, you go first.
I'm David Ribeiro from Miramar. I like to play football. My friends are Shetman and Leroy. I like them a lot because they help me a lot.
So that is how exactly a friend introduces the other. We seem to be in the mood of the Old Testament, the exact mood that we want to get in, because the story today is not that happy, but trust me, it's got a wonderful ending. Come on, introduce yourself, say hi to everybody.
I'm Leroy. I'm studying in Rosie High School, Bumble. I like drawing, reading, and lots of stuff. Playing football.
I'm Shelton. I study in Don Bosco and I like to play sports.
Cool. So today the story is about three friends. Like one, you can look at me now. Like one, like two, and three. Do you know they had funny names? How would you like it if your name was Shadrach? That would be so funny, isn't it? Like Shadrach, Meshach. How's Meshach for a name?
Not that good.
And Abednego?
Good.
Abednego's alright? Alright. So three friends, and in the Old Testament what happened is they had all gone to a different country, not for a picnic, but they had gone to work. And when they went there was this huge announcement that was made. They did not obey, and for the first time I think it's good they did not obey. They were thrown into the fiery furnace. So how do you want to do this? Do you want to tell an amazing story about three friends? Yes? Let's do this. Sheldon, why don't you introduce the art material to our viewers?
We need a scissor, glue, a black pen, some wax crayon, and A4 size colored papers.
Very good. Any specific colored papers that we need?
Orange, red, and yellow.
Perfect. So let's begin. The first thing that we're going to do today, we're going to take a lighter sheet of paper and we're going to draw Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to draw Shelton, Darwin and Leroy. We're going to try three really amazing... Do you want a beard or no? No? I think, mustache?
I'll draw it.
Hold on. And because it was that era, we're going to give them some nice headgear. Yeah, you know, they were not exactly Egyptians, but they were alive during the reign of King Darius. So that's Shadrach. That's Shelton. Shadrach. Let's go for Meshach. Say a little taller man. Okay, who wants to be Abednego? You? Okay, do you want me to make you smiling? I think I'm going to make you a little, you know, chubby.
I draw the beard.
You know beard?
Yeah.
Beard, big long beard? Let's give you a long beard. A long beard? Okay, so that's... There we go, nice.
Rajasthani dancers
Yeah, how cool is that?
dancing with their body open over there.
No, that's clothes.
No, mommy.
So you need
Slaps over there. See,
three
slap
people.
one over there. You slap.
3 people is what we need. Shadrach,
No legs.
Meshach, Abednego. No legs. For now, I think it's going to be
Okay,
Darwin,
Captain Leg.
Shelton, and Leroy. You can go ahead.
Shelton from Mars, Leroy from Jupiter, I'm from Saturn. I'm from Earth.
Perfect. For now, all of them are from the Old Testament, not really from Mars, Jupiter. I want you to go ahead and fill in the details. And while that is being done, we're going to go ahead. You can go ahead and fill in some details. Shoes and, you know.
Under for me.
Wait, I'll give you something to do.
That's it.
Okay. Okay, so you basically do all the gimmicks that you want to do. We're doing Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take all the 3 pieces of papers, in this case these 3, and we're going to draw flames, because in this story, Darwin, can we have you back with us? Okay. So you take your people, you keep them aside. So we take that aside. The next thing that we do is, don't do it that way. What we do next is we take 3 pieces of paper, okay, the yellow, the orange and the red.
Dark orange.
And yeah, dark orange, and we first draw flames.
Mountains.
That's okay, as long as they're flames. The thing is, the heat and the fire needs to go up together. When we cut our paper, we're going to have 3 layers of fire. The reason why we're having 3 layers of fire is that when the king heard that Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego are not listening to him, to what he said, and not bowing down to that idol of gold and even to the king, he really made sure that he puts them in a hot furnace, to the extent that the people who were pushing them in literally caught fire just standing outside. The furnace was that hot, really hot. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. There we go. We've got the first layer of fire. That's why we were having, it shows that the flames were really hot, and that's how you give an effect to paper. When you want to show even shadows, you use different colors, from ranging from white, you go towards black or grey. That way you're, you know, what happened? Alright, so these are the 3 flames from 3 different colors. We start from the lighter, we go towards the darker, and then you have the really blazing. So
That's last.
what? So we have like a really blazing flame, correct? Okay. Now what happens is we have Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego right here, and we're going to go ahead and cut them. But before we get the three of them out, we need a furnace. Do you know at that point of time they just did not put a fire outside. They created a furnace, a place specially just to burn people, like burn them if they did not listen to the king. So this is how you draw a furnace. You just take a square sheet of paper. You take no, I think we're going to take a lighter color because the flames need to stand out. You're going to take paper and you're going to draw two square lines at the side. While he's doing that, Leroy, will you please go ahead and cut these. And Shelton, so we're cutting, everything is happening at the same time. This is how you work in an amazing group. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego are being cut. Darwin here is going to go ahead and create the fiery furnace. Lovely. Oh, that looks like a great furnace. What we're going to do is we're going to cut out the edges, but we're going to leave this much gap over here. So you're going to leave a square. We're going to cut out the center of this to make it look like a fiery furnace. You fold the paper a little bit in the center so you create the bottom. God bless you. And you that's what it's going to look like, your furnace. Who wants to tell everybody what we've made for this story so far?
Okay, so we have made King Darius, then three friends, blazing burners, a furnace, and the flames.
Perfect. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach it all on a sheet of paper. The first thing that you're going to attach on this sheet of paper, we're going to use a blue, is the furnace, because that is where everything is happening. We're going to leave the bottom and the sides a little empty. So when you put your glue, we're going to only stick to our sheet. Okay. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to stick the flames. So we're going to start with the deeper fire right at the top. You take the glue and you stick your first layer right on top. So you've got 3 layers of fire, you've got the furnace, and of course you've got Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. All 3 of them inside the blazing furnace, and they come out absolutely.
They're laughing about the scotch.
So it's time to tell everybody who is watching a story about 3 friends, just like these 3 boys here. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. Here we go.
There was Shadrach, Shadrach, and Shadrach. They never listened to anybody. So the king called them and told, "Why you didn't listen to anybody?" The king said, Y'all don't listen to anybody, then y'all should listen to me. I give y'all everything. Y'all never listen to anybody, but this time we will listen to you. But this time, these three men were very smart. They wanted to rob all the money and become rich. Instead of that, these men in the night went and robbed all the money of the palace and went. So some people saw them, went behind them and caught them and brought them to the king. And the king said, "Never, y'all will get now a lot of trouble because y'all have stolen king gold. So now y'all won't get any money or anything from the king." The king told, "You should always be generous and never tell anybody about this. And always be kind and prove that you can do anything."
Once upon a time, there were three friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They were three friends and they were very good friends. Once the king of that time, Nebuchadnezzar, made an idol, a very huge idol. To compare this idol, it would be about 15 people standing on each other. These three friends refused to obey, to bow down to the large idol. The Nebuchadnezzar was very angry and called them to him and told them, "Why are you all not obeying? Obey me." But they said, "No, we are not obeying you." This made him even more angry. So he told his soldiers to heat up the furnace and made it very hot. He then threw them into the furnace. But after a while, when he came to check what had happened to them, there was not a scratch because God of heaven had saved them all.
This story is about a king and three very brave men. The name of the three men were Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The king's name was Nebuchadnezzar. He had built a very big statue, about 90 feet tall. That's about 15 of a human. When once the music was playing, everyone had to go and worship the idol, other than these three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The soldiers had seen them not worshipping it, and he had complained to the king. The king had ordered them to come fast, and he said to them, "Is it true, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, you are not worshipping it?" And they said, "No." Then they started running, and the king told the soldiers to go and catch them and throw them in the hottest fire. But they didn't burn because our God had saved them and sent the angels.